Hello, welcome back. Go ahead and jump in. Let's see, what is the daily message? What is the message for the viewer for their highest best good? Do one more shuffle. What cards? Show me the cards. 3 cards, please. What is the message for the viewer? Three cards, please. Okay. I'm not going to take the whole thing, but I'm going to take the one that's on the top there. That is the World. That's a beautiful card. Okay, I really felt very called to take this card. It was about to pop out and then I couldn't ignore it. Okay, one more please. I'm not feeling called to take those. Nope. One more card, please. What do you have to say? There it is. Okay. Oh. The World, that's a really good energy. It's a really good one to start with. Very, very happy. I can't tell if this circle that, I know it's upside down, but like, I actually can't tell if like, that's like a snake. It looks like it. Okay. The World is about completion, like major cycle completion. You could be going through a really big change in your life or about to go through something really big. I'm trying to figure out where. Try here. There we go. Some big energy here. We'll see where it's going. Knight of Pentacles. I just heard welcoming in the new abundance, welcoming in newness, because it's the Pentacles. This is material, or this is like tangible. So I don't necessarily think it's energetic in terms of what this big change is. It could be. This huge change could bring in new positive energy, but with it, there's a lot of material change. So big changes. You're moving, you're starting a new job, but it's like, it's not just like a new thing that just kind of happens. It's like a big major thing. It's almost like instead of getting a new job that like you just go from doing one job to the next of the same thing, you're changing your career. So like you're going from being, I don't know, a sales manager to being a photographer, right? Something totally different. So there could be some really big element of change here in terms of something really transformative. And it could be that you just get a brand new job, but it's in like a bigger industry. It's still kind of what you do, but maybe, so that's the other thing. Maybe instead you're like, say you're a manager in construction. You're still going to be taking on the role of a manager, but maybe you're taking on the role of manager in a totally different industry, entertainment, right? Something just completely different. So there's a big shift here, and it doesn't have to just be a job. It can be anything else. Like I said, moving, you could be moving to a brand new city, brand new state, just, going somewhere new. But there's an element of tangible, material change, that's really big. Something very evident in your life. Ooh, how fitting. This is the Fool. Funny how we go from 21 to the Fool. I do feel like there's a big change here. Okay. This is like the full circle. Like in tarot, you're going from 0 to 21. This is a full circle shift. This is a really good reading though. Hi, Mew. Sorry, my cat wants to get on my lap. Whatever this is, it's a big deal because what's happening is you're not going from the Fool to the World. I'm reading this. You could go either way, but what I'm getting is you're going from the World to the Fool. So you're going from a full completion of something in your life that could be kind of closing a chapter and then reopening a new chapter. And the Fool is like the new beginning, to taking the risk, taking a chance, doing something like, move, dude. He wants to be a part of this. You can stay. I'm really being called to these, like, they look like mandalas. You know, when you were like if you were ever a kid, you were a fucking kid at one point. If you ever did this when you were a kid, there's like those little like plastic, like there was like this like circle thing or square thing, and it had a cutout circle, but it had little ridges on it. And there was like another plastic piece that was round, and there was different sizes, and you could put a pencil in the center and push it against the edge, and it would just roll around, and you would create these circles, and it would create like all these different, like, it would create just like this, and you could pick different sizes. I'm being called to that because what I'm seeing is that, like, with this jump, this change here from the World to the Fool, or vice versa, there is this, you're doing this, like, you're not going through a repetitive cycle here. Like, you're doing the same thing over, and you're experiencing change, right? Because it just, how do I say this? It's like, instead of just creating that circle where you're coming full circle and you're putting a completion to one phase of your life and then you're starting anew, you're kind of shifting. So you're doing this and you're changing gears, and you're like, you're moving into something different. You're changing shape. You're changing, how far, how short you move. Like with that circle, like it can get really big and it can get really small. But there's something changing here that's very different from what you've been doing in the past. And it could be, hello Nat, it could be that this Nine of Pentacles, like there is an element of abundance. And Nine of Pentacles is a very abundant card. It's luxury. It's lots of financial gain. I'd say the 10 is like, you've got it made. You've broken out of the matrix and you've figured it out. The Nine of Pentacles is like, you've built so much wealth. You're getting there. You're building it. You're establishing your empire. You're gaining a lot in abundance here. Very material, very physical, money. And so there could be a really strong element of abundance with this change. I have no idea what this is. So like there's no cards here that are giving me this like feeling of what it kind of could be. Just that whatever it is, you're really taking, like, I don't want to say taking a risk, because I don't think it's like a risk per se, but like maybe more of a calculated risk. Like, I'm going to invest in doing this thing, and you're not quitting your day job just yet, but maybe it kicks off really well and you're like, man, I'm ready to go. And you were going to leave your day job sooner than you thought, right? It could be something like that. But you're like really set up here. It could be something happens that comes full circle, like a completion comes to, like something comes to an end, the completion happens wherever it is in your life, and there's something new that shows up that allows you to take this step of faith into doing something different, but it's going to be very rewarding and very abundant. I can't tell if I'm not getting any feeling on like this could be something you're doing. You're already taking action and building your dreams and pursuing something, new and exciting. This could be something else shows up in your life and presents an opportunity, someone. I am really, really getting called to like pull another card. I just want to pull one more. So I don't want to leave it so vague. It's just not helpful. It's just like, okay, confirmation. Yeah, I'm doing the thing, or yeah, it's happening. Okay, let's see what this is. Let's see what comes up. Oh, this is so weird. That's not what I was expecting, but when I pulled my deck up, the cards kind of slipped and I saw this card and I was like, huh, okay. And then I went to shuffle and there it is. I think this is the Nine of Swords. This is like a card of anxiety and stress and despair. And oh my God, it'll never work. I just know it. Like, really just worry. I think that this is where you're currently at. I think that this is something you're really experiencing right now. I think that you're currently experiencing this. I don't think that you realize what you're about to step into. I think that you're really like caught up in whatever is happening in your life now. I think that this is very like on a whim. That just came to mind. This is something that just happens on a whim. Maybe on a whim. Maybe you meet somebody, right? Like in the movies, someone random by chance. What are the odds you'd meet this person, have this opportunity, do this thing? But something happens and there's something that presents itself. And on a whim, you make a decision. You take that risk to move into something fun or exciting or different. It takes you out of this Nine of Swords energy and gives you something. We're going from a Nine of Swords to a Nine of Pentacles. Like, this is very abundant, very stable. Also, she's fucking happy. Like, look at her. She's reaching for the pentacle where the bird has. Like, that's freedom. Like, there's some element of liberation here. And moving forward, I feel like you might be experiencing this Nine of Swords right now, but I don't think that you know what's about to happen. But I feel like on a whim, you're going to take that leap of faith. You're going to take a risk. That's not, I don't want to say it's like, that's a huge risk. You shouldn't do that. Like, one of those stupid risks. Like, don't do that. That'll never work. Like, don't be dumb. It's more or less like there's something here. There's something solid and stable. And maybe it's new and you've never done it before. But you're going to take the risk and do it anyways. You'll be fine. You'll be supported. You'll be fine. But I think that there's just that I've never done it. It's new and it's thrilling and exciting. But like, do I have what it takes? Am I capable? I think all the doubts that come up as, humans we worry about and with ourselves. But there's so much abundance and freedom and liberation here. And there's balance too, because between these two, like, this is night and day energy here. This is like, oh my gosh, like, I don't want to wake up in the morning. The pillow here, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to get up. I don't want to deal with what I'm experiencing every day. There's an element of surprise. But like I said, on a whim, that came to mind. So this could be something that like I said, it could be that like, how sometimes something really exciting comes up and you're like, oh my gosh, I need like a few days to think about this. And you take a few days and you think about it and you decide what works and what doesn't. I think that this is like something that happens, something comes up or something changes. And it's like you don't have to give it much thought. In your gut, that this is something you want and this is something you want to do. even though maybe it looks like what you wanted, maybe it doesn't look like what you wanted, but you know that this is going to be good. And you can't wait to get out of this energy. And you know that this is going to bring you some stability and some excitement, some thrill, and, you know, fullness to your life. And you're deciding pretty quickly to move towards this, whatever this is. This is very unexpected energy. Like, I think it's on this side, like with the Fool, you might think, I would always want to take time to think about it. I want to plan for it. I want to make sure it's the right decision or whatever. And that's not you today. Like, this is a different energy. You're willing to take a risk on something that you know is going to be stable, right? You're going to do it. And the World card is like, this is like a promise. This feels like a promise. Not that there's a rainbow here, but her dress is kind of like a rainbow color. But like, this is like a promise that was made to you, like before you were born, but also just in life when you ask for it. And you're just like, yeah, we want you to win, so we're going to bring it to you. We're just preparing you in the meantime. We know it's hard. We're just getting you ready so that you can step into this. It's going to be worthwhile. It might feel uncomfortable because you don't start anywhere new knowing everything. So it's going to be unfamiliar. You're not going to have all the answers, but you're going to be absolutely supported and guided. This is such a good energy. I'm like, I don't say I'm bathing in the energy, but I can feel how abundant this energy is and how exciting it is. And like, you're so unaware of how close you are to whatever this is that comes in by surprise, that comes in unexpectedly. You're just really, you're here, and that's all you can see. That's all you can feel. Yeah, wow. I wish I could be more specific. I'm not really picking up anything really specific. And I don't think it's supposed to be. I think this is very generalized, but I think that for those of you who are currently really experiencing this 9 of Swords, anxious, anxiety, I don't want to wake up in the morning, I dread life, or I dread this thing that I have to do every day, I dread whatever it is, and I'm just not looking forward to it, I'm crying, unhappy, whatever that is, that's all you can see. And you're about to be blessed with something really beautiful. And like, it's going to surprise you that you're going to be so willing to go after this. To take that risk, take that leap of faith, put yourself out there, be uncomfortable, because that is so much more exciting to be in a state of thrill, like you're learning and you're expanding and you're trying something new that's really fun. But like, you're not going into this unprepared. Like, you have everything that you're taking from your previous experiences, anything you've done, right? It doesn't matter if it's been a personal thing, a hobby, creative work, even relationships. Everything that you've been doing has been preparing you to step into taking this leap of faith into something totally brand new. But it is built on something solid. You have so much solidarity underneath you and so much abundance that's going to be coming in as a result of you taking this leap of faith. Like, this is going to be a really abundant opportunity, whatever this is. And I think in the past, maybe if something like this were to come in, you probably wouldn't have seen it in this 9 of Pentacles energy. Because I think you're seeing the value of this. You're seeing that. I don't think that you would have seen it before if you didn't have this world energy. If you weren't prepared to really close out this chapter and move into this new one, I think that you would you would still be here. You wouldn't be seeing this in a Nine of Pentacles energy. You'd probably see it like, you know, in a Four of Pentacles. It's like holding back. It's not a whole lot. Like, it's just kind of starting out. Yeah, this is really beautiful energy. This is very exciting. I wish I could give you more. I do feel like once this shows up, sorry if you can hear the plane. I do feel like, though, once this shows up, I think your emotional state, because I just get this feeling that this is like this is a lot right here. Whatever's going on, this is a lot and it's really stressful. I think that your emotions are really going to balance out. And you're going to find that joy and you're going to find that happiness. You're going to find that content again. And I think that that is like beyond the material abundance that comes with, or just abundance in general that comes with this thing here. I think the one thing that you have the most to look forward to is the happiness that you're going to feel again. So I am going to leave it there. Oops. I want that off the... I hope that you enjoyed this message. If you did and it resonated, please give it a thumbs up. Like this video, share it if you have someone else you think could benefit from the message. Hit that notification bell and subscribe if you don't want to miss anything in the future. And until next time, thank you for watching.